Alright, so state your name, where you from, and what you do.
This 11 Sun. We out here South Phoenix based. Just fucking out here making music just really cause fucking I feel a certain way and I don't fucking like to just talk to people about certain shit. So I just throw it out there in the music, whatever's bottled up, whatever's inside type shit. Like I just be throwing it out there.
Definitely, do you feel like writing and performing is your best way to express yourself?
Yeah, that's the only way to express myself really. Writing and making music, that's really the only way. I mean, that's all I've ever known how to do. Like before this, it was either like poetry or art, or if I was like I used to fucking play sports and shit. So either I would just take it out on the fucking game and shit. You know, like I never really spoke shit. Just whatever, find different type of outlets and shit.
Definitely. At what moment did you realize that this is what you wanted to do for the rest of your life?
Um, when I started to realize I'm fucking good at the shit, like I don't know. I got recorded my first song in 8th grade, and to be honest, it was to impress a girl. Like I was like on my little fucking lover boy shit, and after that, I just started recording more. And then freshman year came around, I had some homies that was trying to record, met some producers and people that had in-home studios and shit. And fucking from there, I was like, damn, like I just kept it consistent since. Like I've been in the studio. I haven't gone like more than like 4 months without hitting the studio, like since I've been doing this shit, and that's been for like 4 or 5 years now. So like I've been doing this shit forever, just perfecting the shit.
Definitely. You've been on the scene for a while. How do you feel about the culture with rap music in the Phoenix area?
Um, there's a lot of fucking talent out here in Arizona, definitely for sure. I really haven't gotten a chance to collab with a lot of people. The people I have collab with is like my boy Cedric Hendricks, my nigga Maverick the Sad Boy, my homie Don Juan. But like those are just close homies, like names that I've gotten to get familiar with, and people that I just keep around me, people that I keep around me that want to make music and shit. So I'm like, fuck it, like I'll hear you out. We all got ideas and shit. We all got feelings. We all got emotions. Let's fucking do it, like whatever. But like, I really haven't got a chance to like branch out to other names that are like out there and shit. Like, but that's just because I'm so focused on perfecting my craft and like focus on. I'll be too focused on like what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to make right and shit. So but it's definitely gonna happen. I know that for sure. Like now I'm connected with the city, through motherfucking Perception Studios. I'm connected to the city now, so, we, I'm gonna get it popping with these people out here.
That's awesome. I've been in some of your studio sessions, seen you record music videos. I see that you're very passionate about everything that you do.
Yeah.
What drives that passion?
Um, just fucking shit you go through. You know what I'm saying? Like my everyday life drives the passion. Fucking me getting up, go to work, you having to do this and do that. Shit you just have to do to survive. And when you want to just fucking step out of your comfort zone and when you want to just fucking go crazy, like, some people be having like, I can literally consider this like a meltdown, like, but this is the way I melt down, this is the way I break down, this is the way I go crazy. Like some people, out there going like having mental breakdowns and having this and that, blah blah blah, like, so this is the way I do that shit. Like I come in the booth and start losing my shit, because I mean every day is a fucking struggle, so you just gotta fucking find a way to let it all out.
Awesome. What do you think that you can add to the culture in Phoenix, and what makes you stand out among the rest?
The culture in Phoenix, fuck. I can honestly say that I can add so much. I feel like I can up the ante on this shit. Like, I feel like I can honestly be like, sometimes, I don't want to get too into myself. Sometimes, blow my head up and shit, but I know damn well that don't nobody sound like me. I got this, and it's not even my sound. Like, I have one sound and one sound, this other sound, but it all comes back to 11 Sun. It all comes back to how 11 Sun does his shit, and the way I record, and the way the people that I can, like, the engineers I connect with, and the way we fucking work with each other. Like, I know what I want to hear. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I get into the booth, I know what I want to hear, and all my engineers have fucking, let me know that, and it's easy to work with me because I like, we have that ear and shit. So I mean, yeah, I feel like I can add like so much. I feel like everybody's up there trying to push it and push it and push it, but I just feel like I can just fucking be that main push, you know what I'm saying? Like that main fucking, all right, we next level now. Cause I feel like not only do I have my, like, create my own shit, but like I feel like I'm kind of like starting like, not a new wave, but like, yeah, like a new wave. I'm starting like a new fucking type shit. Like I be fucking screaming, I be humming, I be doing all kinds of shit. So like, I feel like I can just, set the bar for niggas out here.
I feel like your professionalism is one of a kind. I've never seen somebody work as hard as you for such a
Thank you.
young artist.
Thank you.
I feel like that's really awesome. I wanted to know, what was your inspiration behind Don't Duck?
Don't duck. Yeah, don't duck is a motherfucking. That's some shit right there. It just comes through like having shit built up inside you. Like, a lot of people, like, you know how they say, like, you mad at the world. Like, the youth is mad at the world. Like, yeah, I'm fucking mad at the world. I'm fucking pissed off. I gotta go. We gotta do some shit. Like, we gotta do all kinds of shit. So it's like to get where we want to be. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't easy. Like, this shit's hard. So when I say like don't duck, it's like I start the shit off like what I say. I said like I don't duck, I get hit. Like when I say I don't duck, I get hit, is because I'm not gonna fucking live with my fucking trying to duck shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather fucking die with my head high. Taking everything that whatever the fucking world's throwing at me. Like Fabulous said in a song, like he said some shit. He said rather keep my head high and die than live and duck. Like, why would I duck on this shit? Like, I'm not out here ducking anything. I don't got nothing to fucking hide. I don't got nothing to fear. I don't got nothing, fuck that. Like, you just gotta take it as it comes. And I say, like, I'm fucking this bitch, like she has something to do with it. Like, that's just like anger, like, like you just taking your anger out in all kinds of different ways. I'm taking my anger out in the studio. Like, if I'm fucking, I probably get rough or some shit. But, like, that's it's just like your anger and shit. Like, that's just all built up anger. Don't duck is all built up anger.
Wow, that's actually really awesome. Um, what inspired your name, 11?
11th son comes from it's actually a story in the Bible. It's the book of Genesis, where my name is Joseph. So like Joseph in the Bible or in that book of Genesis, his story is like his brothers were like kind of like haters pretty much, like his closest people to him, his family, his brothers and shit, and they fucking try to like fake his death, like they like fucking pretty much exile him. They sell him into slavery and shit, like do some fuck shit to him, and he ends up being motherfucking pharaoh to Egypt. He goes through so much shit. He goes through all kinds of trials and tribulations, and he ends up at the motherfucking top feeding everybody. Like there's like he's out there, like there was a drought, so he started feeding everybody. Everybody's coming to him to get food and water and shit. Like that's who I feel like I am. Like this is my fucking name, Joseph. That's my name. Like and it was crazy. Like when I started reading that shit, and I was like, it's like Joseph is the 11th son of Jacob. Like he's the 11th child of Jacob in the Bible. And I'm like, damn, the 11th son. I was like, find out that's my name. So fucking and I love matching my own personal story up with other people's stories. Like there's all kinds of different stories that I've heard and shit that I've read and movies that I've seen that I connect myself to. So yeah, 11th son comes from the book of Genesis in the Bible.
Okay, that's actually really cool. You don't meet a lot of artists nowadays that actually have a story behind their name. They're just like, ah, fuck it, I came up with this one day, you
Yeah.
know? Um, so, how do you want people to receive your music?
What do you mean?
Like, with your lyrics, you're very abrasive, but it's creative at the same time. So, when I say, how do you want people to receive your music, what is the first initial reaction that you'd want to hear from fans?
Play it again. I need to hear it again. Like that's what I want. I do so much shit to my music. Like I like to throw on all kinds of crazy layers, and I like to throw in certain lines. Like I feel like a lot of the times maybe some of the lines that I say might be overlooked or something. But like that's why you gotta play it again. But I want it to be a song that's like, damn, I need to hear that again. Like that's what I want. That's what I want. Play it again. Like that's what I want people to hear when they hear my shit. You gotta play it again, cause I don't know what this nigga was going crazy. The energy was so fucking crazy that I didn't even really get a chance to pay attention to what he was saying. So like that's I do a bunch of different aspects to my music. So when you first hear it, I want you to be like, yo, run that back, cause he was talking about some shit and he was being crazy with it. So I just need to go through that again. That's what I want people to hear, and I want people to understand that this is all coming from a place of like all my music comes from every single song. I never made no song about, like, there is some songs that I have that's just about nothing, but even when I'm not just like talking my shit, I'm talking shit that I didn't went through. And like all my shit comes from like conversations that I have with people and shit that I go through out there in the world. And like, just all the little things I take into aspects of, I throw into my music, you know what I'm saying? So like when I have this song called Articulate, that came from a fucking teacher telling me that one of my professors told me, you know how to articulate yourself. And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, I'm at the end of the class, I was like, damn, articulate. I was like, I know how to articulate myself. This art, and I'm gonna pay myself. Like I started just, everything that I go through and conversations I have with people, anything, I throw it into the music, because that's, I mean, it's happening to me. It's my real life. It's my waking life. That's what I'm going through. So like, yeah, like when you hear my shit, play that shit back, cause you probably done missed some shit, or you probably just fucking need to get back in that zone again.
So, going back to your professionalism and what you want to do with your career, when do you deem yourself successful? Is it after you walk out of the booth, after you hear the final cut of your track? Have you even deemed yourself successful yet?
Yeah, I think I'm very successful in this shit. Like I said, I've been doing this shit for years and years. Like, I haven't stopped for years and years. I am successful. I've got to a point where I can listen to my old shit and be like, damn, like, there's sometimes where I like kind of sound like, I was like really inspired by another artist, so I kind of may sound like that. But at the same time, I was still sounding like me. But like now, I feel like I really found my voice and how to use my voice, and like, but that's just all come through practice and practice and practice. And even when you practicing, and even when you fucking go through trial and error, you're successful because now you know what I'm saying, like what you got to do the next time. So every session is a successful session, I feel like.
Definitely. And I feel like since you've been doing this for so long, it adds to the whole aspect of watching you grow,
Yeah.
not only
Yeah.
as a person, but you see it through every lyric, every song. It's a timeline.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, speaking of timelines, you know how when you go into job interviews, they're like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? I'm not going to ask you that. Where exactly are you going to be on June 22nd, 2020?
I'm gonna be on a whole other level for sure. I know that because every year, every month, every studio session, I feel like I'm leveling up, leveling up, leveling up, leveling up. I know that I feel like there's no limit to how high I can go. Like I can just keep going up and going. I mean, that's the only fucking way to go. You know what I'm saying? You can only go up. You can't take no steps backwards. So fucking like 2020, I feel like I'm gonna definitely be on a higher fucking scale. Like right now, I'm barely kind of getting my foot in the door. Not even really, like, I'm barely getting my toe in the shit. Trying to crack it and shit. But like, I'm fucking, I'm gonna be on a whole other level. I definitely know that. And by then, I feel like I'll have a really good following. I feel like my following now is already kind of cool. Like, I got people out there fucking showing me hella love. It's just like my following's gonna be a whole lot greater. I'm gonna be a whole lot greater. Everything's just gonna be a whole lot greater, and I already know that. I mean, where I'm gonna be, shit, probably in this fucking booth, shit.
um, Finally, what is your message to fans? What do you want fans to hear from you personally?
I want you to hear my story. Everybody got a story. We all got a story. We all want people to understand us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants understanding. Everybody needs that. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I do this shit. I do this shit for people, to fucking hear it, hear my story, hear me out, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, just hear my story. It's a whole story. I'm telling a whole story. You could listen to the first song that I fucking ever made and listen to the last song that I just recorded, and you could fucking kind of tell what I've been going through this whole years and years and years. So it's a fucking story. I'm not just doing this shit for no reason. I want you to know who I am, and maybe you kind of have the same kind of shit going on with your own life. So it's like, damn, like when you hear this shit, like you be like, fuck, I feel you on that shit. Like, damn, like I feel that. I just want everybody to come to, like, with my fans, I want my people to come together. I want people to bump my shit and be like, yo, you heard when he said that? Like, damn, like, yeah, we be feeling like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want. I want you to hear my story because we all got a story.
I feel like that's really beautiful on your end because there's not a lot of artists that are really dedicated to their fans through their own personal story.
Yeah.
Um, it's really hard to catch on to people's actual emotions when listening to music, especially rap music nowadays. because the industry is all over the place.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
I really do feel like your music will inspire not only this community but other communities, and we will see people come out of the woodwork just because they listen to your music.
Yeah,
So
that does.
personally, I want to say thank you for inspiring me, inspiring our community.
For sure.
And lastly, where can we find you at?
Um, it's world domination. You can find me anywhere. You can find me. You know, you can just look up the name 11THSON. Is you know, you can find me anywhere on Instagram. I'm at 11sun underscore. Twitter 11sun underscore. You could hit the snap, but don't go on my snap. Don't go on my snap. But fucking nah. But yeah, you can find me anywhere. You know, I'm on Spotify, Pandora. You can motherfucking be like, yo Siri, play some 11sun. She'll fucking play probably some shit. You know,
It's
she
like, hey
drop a banger
Alexa,
on you.
play 11
Yeah,
Sun.
you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much everywhere. You know, that's the only way I'm gonna drop music now. I used to drop a lot of music on my SoundCloud. I am gonna start flooding my SoundCloud with shit that I've been dropping. But fucking yeah, you can find me anywhere. I'm on all platforms. You can find me anywhere now.
All right, awesome. I think we're done with this.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
Hold up, is there any way we can turn